All right, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. Dr. Holly here. I've been getting a lot of emails because we've been sending out a lot of email blasts announcing our Facebook marketing strategies and digital marketing, and we're getting a lot of replies back from other doctors and businesses in the area that we're doing things with, and they're asking how are we different than the other people that they've done other marketing agencies before, and all they get is leads. The leads aren't quality. How do we set up the campaigns? Do we just boost the posts? And then a lot of them also out there are responding back saying, hey, do you have any tips? We're doing just Facebook boosts and we're not getting anything. What's involved with a funnel? And we're trying to do this on our own. Can you help us out? So I thought, you know what? I'll just do a quick video, and that's what we're going to do, to tell you twofold how we do our things when you contract us to do the work, and how we're a little bit different. And number two, if you are doing some of it on your own, maybe you can pick up a couple tips on this and get it going. So real quick, I want it to be about a 15-minute video. So let's go ahead and get rocking. I want to keep it pretty simple and straightforward. So with that being said, a lot of you guys out there have asked us if a marketing agency, if we just boost posts, and a lot of you out there actually do boost posts, and what's our thoughts on it. So here's my thoughts after doing this for close to a decade is basically whenever you have your clinic page, your clinic fan page where you post all the stuff about your clinic, okay? At the bottom of the post that you do, there's a little button on the bottom right-hand side that says boost, and you can do that for a couple different things. You can actually boost, and you can go in and select certain demographics, a little bit of a target audience around your clinic. Now, in my mind, you're kind of shooting in the dark on this because you can't do split testing and you really don't have some good hard analytics, but you can do that. The other thing you can do is boost it to the people that are on your page or like your page. Now, a couple of them that we've taken over the accounts, all they were doing was boosting, and they were boosting it to the people that like your page, and they only had about 200 people. So the problem is whenever you boost that for 10, 20, 30, 50 bucks, whatever you want to do it for, if you boost it to only your page and you don't have a lot of people that are following you, you're really talking to yourself because no one's going to see your ad. So what we use Boost and what we advise for is use it for events, announcement, or just general page engagements. And again, don't go spending any more than 30, 40 bucks. Now, if you want to do the boost to try to get people in or let them know, I also recommend have 1,000 or more people on your page, likes on your page, because otherwise you're just throwing your money out. Now, what I mean by events or announcements, I'll give you an example. We had a person that's doing a thyroid. He had over 8,000 people that like his page. So we did a short boost for 20 bucks for 4 days, announcing a in-house lecture that he was having. And it was a huge hit because all the people on there, we marketed to those people that were right by his clinic. So that is what we recommend using boosting for, not Facebook targeting. Okay. So definite difference there. Most of the things that you're going to be seeing for the Facebook ads and the ads management is you have 3 different types of ads. And this is the bulk of it. I mean, there's other things that you can do, but this is the bulk of it. Like we talked about, the general ad that you put out there, say, I want to do decompression therapy and I want to boost the post. A lot of them are just doing that, and they're doing it to the audiences or page likes. Okay. And we've just discussed my thoughts on that. Now, the other one is a Facebook ad, and a lot of them just direct it to a link in a website. So you'll have an ad, a guy or a woman holding their back, and it says you want to learn more. You click the button, and it directs you to the website. Okay. And another one, you can have the same ad holding their back, guy or girl, and they click the button to learn more, and it takes them to a lead form where they fill out the lead form. Now, this is where 90% of the companies will stop. They won't do anything else. Or if you're doing this on your own and you're stopping here, you're really missing the boat. You're going to get a lot of crappy leads. You get people with false numbers, people with no call, no shows, or they can't afford anything. Your website, there's no way of telling how many people went on there or anything else. So it's called dark post. We have to do this called dark posting, and many of you guys have asked me on this. So, don't think of dark posting as something mysterious or bad or anything like that. It just means that the posts that we do, the ads, are not going to show up on your news feed. And there's a reason why. Because basically, here's a typical news feed. And I just pulled this image quickly off Google just to give something. You don't want, you want your general postings on there. And hopefully you're doing 3 3 times a week, okay, to keep your audience engaged. So if you're not, you need help, let us know. We have a posting service that can do that for under 25 bucks a week, and we post 3 to 4 times. Now, typical news feed, you want it clean with general posts and every now and then a call to action to come on in, okay? You don't want to muck it all up with a ton of different ads and split testing. So you do what's called dark posting. You post them off the fan page here so that people won't see them. But anyone in your target audience, it'll show up in their news feeds, okay? So you keep yours clean. That's why it's called dark post. And you do that by you setting them up in the ads manager. You won't find this in Boost Post. In the ads manager, it breaks it down to campaigns, ad sets, and ads, okay? And this is what it will look like, okay? So basically, what you want to do is say you have a campaign or an ad. You're going to do just decompression. You're going to go ahead and set it up, and you'll have the ad girl holding her back. That'll be lumped into an ad set. Now, that ad set will have 1, 2, 3 ads. That's what we typically do, okay? Now, don't think we're blowing a lot of money here. You could do this for like maybe $10, and you'll have the 3 ads will be divided into that $3. So you'll have one campaign with 3 ads under the campaign. Then we do a second campaign. Same thing, decompression, and I'll go in the differences in a minute. Same scenario with 3 ads. So if you contracted us, we would probably most likely set it up like this. 2 campaigns, both running for the same thing. And it could be, I say decompression, guys. It could be thyroid, adrenals, functional med, general chiro, weight loss. Weight loss is going to be huge in another week or 2, by the way. But you want to set up 2 or 3. We've had some that we've done 4 campaigns on with 12 ads. But typically we'll do 2 campaigns with 6 ads, okay? And we'll spend probably $10 to $15 a day on each campaign for about a week to see what it does. Now, and again, that's kind of what I said. With low budget, this is just testing the waters. Now, what I'm doing here is showing you some images, and I'm going to talk about this. Basically, say you're doing decompression. Well, you want one ad going toward middle-aged people with chronic disc issues, okay? Degenerative disc disease, neuropathy, a little bit of everything. And you want the ads, that would be your campaign. So in your campaign, you do your target audience of elderly people and what they might like. Then your ads will have these images in the ads. Your second campaign, or your second ad rather, would be just say, again, decompression. You target it for more active care, construction workers, you know, and that's who your audience is with low back pain. And then those ads will have these type of images in. And this is what I'm saying is you run each of these for between $5 and $10 a day each campaign, and that will pull your ads. And over just say a week, you test for your area, you look and see which ones have been getting the most hits, which have been getting the most clicks, the likes, the shares. Then at the end of a week, you trim the grapevine, the ones that aren't doing as good. And then you just kind of build it from there. And there's other things that you can do. But that's how you do the split testing. You can't do that when you boost a post. Nor do you want on your feed, do you want 6 different ads showing up on your news feed? You don't want that. That's why you do them dark posts. You do them off the Facebook platform. Now, I get asked a lot, what about a patient lead funnel? What is it? How do you do it with the marketing? So real quick, and I don't want to get too technical here, but you do an ad, and that will take you to a landing page, okay? Then what happens is the landing page, they takes them to, I'm just using this as one example, that takes them to a lead form to fill out the information. Now, what happens if the potential patient clicks on the ad, goes to the landing page, likes what they see and say, yeah, I want some information. Click, and it takes them to the lead form, they fill it out good. But what if they read it and they're not quite ready yet? Well, then what happens is you do what's called a retargeting ad. You show them another ad, and it could be a same audience, same everything, just a little different image. And the wording could be like, you know, we noticed that you were looking on our landing page, and we come across a lot of people like you that are in pain and suffering, but we realize that, you know, you're you're probably the type of person where you're the last one to help yourself. You're more caring of others. Well, this is your chance to come on and help yourself. So we'd like to invite you in on us for a free consultation, blah, 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 blah. And that would only be targeted to people that went there but didn't click on the lead form. Then you bring them back in. You'll get, if you put a retarget ad to these people that don't go there but do land on the landing page, you'll get about a 30 to 40% return right back in here. Then you have a lead form that goes to a thank you page after filling out the lead form. Now, how do we know how to retarget? How do we use this? What's the best way to do this? Okay, and this is just one simple flow thing. You want to do what's called a pixel. Facebook has a pixel. Your Facebook page has a pixel. We go in and we get the Facebook pixel and we embed pixel 1 on the landing page. That way, whoever clicks on your ad and lands here, Facebook has a track record of them. So they know all about their demographics and their profiles. Then we also do a separate pixel on the thank you page, which means the ones that have either purchased or filled out the form, because those are two different personalities, right? So now, after a couple of weeks of running this scenario, Facebook has a lot of information from these two audiences. So now when you run another campaign, you can say, all right, Facebook, instead of me picking the audience, I want you to do 2 campaigns for me. One for this audience that was interested in my ad and they went to my landing page. Then I want you to do another audience, the ones that went all the way through and click to do that. I want to do another audience like that. And I want you to find other people in my area that have all the same attributes for them. So you really funnel in, you hone in on who that is. Okay. So that's kind of what that is. Okay. That's what the pixel, and that's how you set up a funnel system. So as you could probably guess, this, you can't set up an ad on Monday night and have it all worked out by Wednesday. It can take a couple of weeks, but after you get it churning and burning, you can really dial in for your area on who's going to be wanting to come on in and talk to you about your services. The last question we get asked is, how do you know who to target? What do we do? Well, we don't. We're in central Iowa. The audience is going to be different from Florida to Washington to Wyoming to California to New Mexico. They're all going to be different audiences. So what do? We go in, you tell us what you want us to do, and we go in what's called audience insights. And you go into the ads manager and you go to tools tab and you click on audience insights. And when you click on that, this pops up. And this is just a generic one that we were looking at, household income, but you can set it for whatever you want. This is household income, but you start with demographics. And what you can do, say, you can type in your city or region. And I like to leave the age and gender open for the first testing part. So I know if you're doing thyroid, you may want to do like a 30 to a 64-year-old, but I still, just because demographics, see what this report does. And I'll type in my city and I'll do a 50-mile radius. Leave it open, then I'll type the interest. So for, say, if it is decompression, you want to type in, low back pain, sciatica, peripheral neuropathy, degenerative disc disease, intervertebral disc, lumbar, pain management. You want to type in those things, and then you see what this will be. If you do demographics, not household, it'll be age groups. And then when you set your ad up for the things, you target the specific age groups. That tells you point blank what they're like in your area around your clinic in a 50-mile radius. So we build the audience, and then once we have that all built, then we click save, which saves a custom audience for us. And then we plug them into that funnel system that I showed you about with the pixels, and we refine it even more. So that's kind of what the difference is that we do. It's not just boosting the post. It's kind of working it and churning and burning it till we get dialed in, to be honest with you. So if you guys got any questions or want me to cover another little short video on anything, if you guys are having issues, just shoot us an email. We check, actually, Amber and a couple of the staff, they check these emails quite frequently. So go ahead and just shoot us an email, give us your thoughts. And if you want us to take a look at what you're doing, if you want us to give you a price on taking over the social media for you, we can do that too. All right, guys, take care and hope this helps some of you guys. Bye.